religion is a very beautiful word, dharma. And here he can, as a philosopher, he write down the importance of religion and what is the aim of religion and objective of religion. What the aims and objective of religion in these three essays. As a economist, here he mentioned he can derive the post of economist. Why? That he can write principles of political economy. Principle of political economy. Political, Rajkiya, economy, I can say GDP. There was an economic ratio of the nation. Per head person has 200 rupees in India, and in this kind of the ratio or this kind of the GDP or the market values, trade and commerce values, they are decided by those of the economists. Generally in India we know about that economic minister, the Nana Mantri, finance minister, we use the word. In Gujarat, Nitin Patel, in P. Chindaram, Manmohan Singh in the government of Congress. And here we know about that. And now that there was a woman, Sitaraman. She was played the role of finance minister. They decided on the policy of the declared by the economist. Here he wrote the principle of political economy. Friends, now further here we can discuss about his life. Stuart J.S.Mill means John Stuart Mill was born in 20 May 1806. He belonged to a very rich family. His father, James Mills, was a political figure and very well-known historian. And J.S. Mill was the eldest, superlative eldest. He was the eldest, something more, eldest son of James Mill and Harold Below. We double R. His father name was James Mill and mother name was Harriet Below. Here we discuss further about that. What is the speciality? He was highly intellectual child. At the age of 3, John Stuart Mill learned the Greek language. At the age of 3, he can learn the Greek language. And at the age of 8, he learned Latin language. And here suggested that he was a very intellectual draft, because at the age of the 3, because he belonged to the English family, it became easy to learn the English language, because there was English is the mother tongue of J.S. Mill. But he can get the command over the other language, the classical language, Greek and Latin, at the age of 3 and at the age of 8. And he was the self-educated, means he was studied by his father. His father James Mill, with the assistance, or we can say the help of the other great philosopher. I mentioned the name Joe. He can educated by his father with advice, assistant, or we can say the help of the other great philosopher Jeremy Bentham and Francis Place. Jeremy Bentham was a very well-known philosopher, and Francis Place. These are the two philosophers were the friends of the J.S. Mill's father, John Mill's father, James Mill. and with their advice, with their guidance, with their assistance or help, he studied the J.S.Mill. Further that, he was also studied the economics, studied the politics, and due to that he became the philosopher of economy and politics. Then we can discuss about his contribution. Here we discuss about his life. It would not require that he can, we know about that he was the eldest son of a famous historian, J.S.Mill, and his mother was Harriet Mill. Here we can further say that he belonged to the very wealthy family, and he can get educated by his father with the assistance of B.A.Sem and 5Paper.6Unit. He can also get the education of economy and politics. Then further friends, here we can discuss about his contribution. I have done the only one sentence because there are the other topics we discuss in between. J.S. Mills, John Stuart Mills, is the most influenza. Coronavirus is highly influential virus. है ना मित्रों, कोरोना वायरस સૌથી પ્રભાવશાળી અસર पैदा કરતો વાયરસ છે. If we come in the, we can say the victimized or infected coronavirus person, we also become the affected or influenced, or we can influence through the contact of their affected coronavirus person. કોરોનાવાયરસ પર્સનના કોન્ટેક્ટમાં તમે આવો જેને થયેલો હોય તો તમને ઝડપથી એનો ચેપ લાગે, એનો પ્રભાવ પડી જાય તમારા ઉપર. હિયર ઇન્ફ્લુઅન્સ ધેટ વોઝ ઇન ધ પ્રભાવ. હિયર J.S.Mill was the most influential, INFLUENTIAL, influential English speaking philosopher. What is English speaking philosopher? Because you know the Rousseau, Oscar Wilde, they are philosophers, but they are belong to the France, Russia. These are the other countries, but here he is the born, because J.S.Mill was born in London. He was born in London and died in France. Yes, J.S.Mill born in 20th May 1806 in London, and he was died in 8th May 1873 in country was France. But that's why he is the most influential English-speaking philosopher in 19th century. Because you know about the time 1806 is the first decade of 19th century, and 1801 to it is called the 19th century. 1801 to, and here his life was 1806 to 1873. The most philosopher in the 19th century. Here we can discuss about his work on liberty, about the man's freedoms under the control of the government or under the control of other agencies. But here also write down as philosopher the rights of women in the subjection of women. Utilitarianism, उपभोक्तावाद, उपयोगितावाद. And here what is the man? Why should that? Because we belong to the, we can say that sophisticated world, or here we can aristocrated world, or we can say that Upbhoktavad, everything was in the use. Then gradually the morals and values were, we can say, disappear or collapse. ધીમે ધીમે છે દરેક વસ્તુનો ફાયદા કેટલો ઉપયોગ શું થાય એ વસ્તુ જોવામાં આવે. હવે મૂલ્યો અને બધું શું થાય ધોવાઈ રહ્યું છે, નૈતિક મૂલ્યો અને બધું ધીમે ધીમે ધોવાઈ રહ્યું. તો હિયર he can mention this kind of philosophy in utilitarianism and politics, in principles of political economy, and essay on religion. What is the value of religion? You can know about that. Called Karl Marx. You heard the name of that Russian philosopher. He can use the word religion is a opium. તમે કહો છો અફીણ, અહીંયા શું કહે છે મિત્રો? અમલ કલમ અમલ. That was a, religion is a opium, એટલે કે અમલ છે, એનો નશો તમારા પર મગજ ઉપર છવાયેલો છે. And what is the real intention of the religion? He can explain in the 3 essays of religion. Now we can discuss about it that he can a strong believer in freedom, especially of speech and thought. J.S.Mill belong to that as a philosopher. He can say everybody should have a right to speak and to think. You cannot put or prohibit, you cannot snatch that rights of that person of freedom in speech, Lokshai, whatever in our democracy. Everybody has rights to express his ideas and say or speak openly about his idea. Further, that's why he gives the